And we have, who's next? Richard from South Shields. Hiya, Richard.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
I want to talk about this, like Venus that passed in front of the sun.
Yeah.
Do you know, like your eyes? When you look at your eyes.
Yeah.
Do you know the reflection of the sun? If you're looking at the sun.
Uh-huh. Well, you shouldn't look at the sun with your eyes, should you?
Yeah, but if you look out the corner of your eye.
All right, sneaky.
Or like, if you see the sun in your eye.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. Do you know, like the sun? And
it's exactly the same as what?
Well, do you know when the planet passed the sun?
Yeah.
When you look in your eye, do you know your pupil?
Yeah.
It like dilates and it goes small when you've got loads of light, and it goes big when you've got no
light at all. Right.
Right. Well, when you get the black part, it's the same as like, do you know when you get a total eclipse?
Uh-huh.
Well, I've seen that all the time. Right.
What, you live in the dark, do you?
Well, basically, do you know when your eyes get used to the light?
Right.
Or if you're in the dark, your pupils go really big.
Right.
Have you ever looked in the mirror when you, like in the dark? It's not, so you've just got like a little bit of light.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
No, not really.
Well, I've seen these ghosts.
Did you?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was reading the book of Nostradamus, right?
Uh-huh.
And the picture that I was looking at had Nostradamus over a candle. It looked like Escher.
Right.
And he was looking into the candle. And then the candle disappeared. And he was looking into the fireplace. Right?
Right.
And he started to predict all these things that were happening in the future.
Right. Like what?
Like all the things that Nostradamus wrote. But I can predict the future as well.
Go on then.
Right, do you know a witch?
I've met a few.
The son of a witch is a warlock, right?
That's not necessarily true.
Well, a warlock can predict the future. Right?
If you say so. It's not true, but go on.
Well, ghosts. You see, everybody's frightened of you.
Of me?
Yes, because you know if you haven't all of these ghosts and all that you know.
What, in a cupboard somewhere?
No, like, do you know when you got into that castle and all that?
Uh-huh.
Well, the ghosts follow you around, right?
Do they?
But you don't know that.
All right. So how do you know that then?
Well, basically, because I can talk to the ghosts.
Right. And what do they say then?
You can.
What do they say, these ghosts then?
Well, basically, if you know any ghosts, right, they make you talk. Like, do you know God?
I've not met him.
Right, well, he talks to you. Or like when you pray to him, right, he talks to you back.
Does he?
Well,
what's he said to you then?
Well, basically, you've got to look after the nature. Like, well, I've got to look after nature, right?
You do?
And save all of these things that people are going to kill.
So what have you done to save things then?
Well, like whales and all that, right?
You saved a whale?
Oh, I've saved loads of them. Well, actually, because, do you know whales?
Yeah.
And like all these sea life.
Uh-huh.
And that, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you know like what wiped out the dinosaurs?
Right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
There was 2 big bangs, right? Now, this thing that happened in with the sun.
Right.
Do you know the guy that predicts all of these things? That he's got the funny eye. He's called Paragnoa.
Right.
In astrology and all that. Well,
yeah.
you know the beginning of contact?
Uh-huh.
Well, you can see into the future if you look proper. And you can see what's going on, right?
Right.
Well, if you think about it, the future isn't set. Right? So how can you predict something that isn't set? Well, do you know this thing about George W. Bush and Tony Blair going to this island on the aeroplane? Right? Mm. Well, they went on this big aeroplane, this island in America. It's somewhere in the south of America.
Right.
North America, the south of North America.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Well, basically, all of these things are not set. Like, do you know the 10th of June? We'll know who the Prime Minister's going to be, right? Because of the votes and all that. Now, well, it's only, like, not far away, right? So, we can predict all these things. It's like gambling.
Well,
right?
Yeah, but gambling isn't predicting. Gambling's guessing, isn't it?
No, but you don't gamble with your life because it says, thou shalt not kill, right?
But people do gamble with their life.
Yes, I know, because that's why the ghosts follow you, right, Alan?
Right.
Because, like, the ghosts... You're
gobbledygooking again. The thing that you tend to do is you say, do you know this, do you know that, do you know this, do you know this, and all of those things are never connected.
Now, well, I'm going to predict something for you.
Go on then.
Right?
Right.
Pick an object up that's right in front of you.
Okay. I'm holding it.
Right. Not your pen.
It's not a pen.
Right. Do you know the piece of thing that you've got?
Yeah.
Keep it. Right?
Right. So
it's now coming up to like 12:30.
You're going to predict what I've got in my hand, is that what you're saying?
Well, what date is it?
I beg your pardon?
Date.
What date it is?
Date.
It's the 9th.
The 9th of the 6th, 04.
Right.
If you write that down on the thing that you've got.
Well, I don't want to write on it.
Right. All right. So is it not you? All right. So just look at your watch.
Right.
Now, what hand is it on?
What hand's me watch on?
Yeah?
It's not on me hand. It's on me wrist.
Right. Well, you see, the thing is, ESP.
No, you're going to tell me what this is. So
I'm going to predict it.
Go on then.
Right. The thing that you've got in your hand
Yep.
is your personal organizer.
No, I haven't got a personal organizer.
Well, how would you organise all them things with the thing that you've got in your hand?
The thing that I've got in my hand. I don't organise anything with the thing I've got in my hand.
Well, put it right out in front of you.
It is?
Now put it so you can't see it.
Right, okay.
Now, I'll bet you anything you like, everybody that rings up will know what you've got in your hand, even that you don't.
Well,
now, how
so
do we know this?
What you're telling me is that you don't know, because you
well,
guessed and you were
on the website.
You guessed
no,
and you were wrong.
I'm not guessing.
Well, of course you guessed.
Well,
because you were wrong.
Can you predict something for me?
No.
Right. Well,
yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Right. I'll give you a card.
I'll tell you what. I'll predict something.
Right.
I'll predict that within the next 5 seconds, you'll get cut off. Oh, there you go. Oh, tell you, it's a miracle. 01914883188. Gave that gentleman a little bit of rope. He's been on a few times, has Richard, and realistically, the easiest way to bamboozle people is to say, do you know God? Well, how many of you have had him round for tea? Do you know? Oh, and do you know this and do you know that? Let's link them all together and somebody will fall for it. No, don't think so.